Hey guys, it's Dr. Justin Marchegiani here. We're going to talk about depression and low cholesterol levels. Most people think having low cholesterol is good, but it may not be so. And again, if you're enjoying these videos, click subscribe below. Also hit the bell. The bell is going to allow you to get notifications of all these new videos I'm doing. I'm also doing a lot of YouTube live videos so we can have a dynamic conversation, typically on Mondays and Fridays. So hit that bell, hit that subscribe. I'll give you 1 second. All right, let's dig in. So first off, depression. Now, a lot of times people think, the only solution for depression is like an SSRI medication like a Paxil, Lexapro, or an SSNRE like Wellbutrin, those kind of medications. Well, again, a lot of times the medications in the long run, they aren't getting to the root cause of why you have depression. So number one, a lot of the brain chemicals in your brain, right? Serotonin, dopamine, GABA, these mood altering chemicals are made from amino acids. Right? And amino acids typically, unless you're getting it from like a plant-based powder, they're going to come with cholesterol. And cholesterol is really important because it's a major building block of the raw material in the brain. Cholesterol is also the precursor to all of your sex hormones. So if we look at cholesterol over here, here's cholesterol, okay? So off the bat, cholesterol can go and can become like female hormones. This can include estrogen. This could include progesterone, right? It could even become your male hormones, like more testosterone, more of your androgens, right? DHEA. DHEA is also a precursor to your female hormones as well as the male. So they kind of have a bridge where they cross, okay? DHEA, so it would be like testosterone, androstenedione, DHT, dihydrotestosterone. Of course, we have more of like the mineral corticoids like aldosterone, and that helps with the sodium, the potassium, being able to retain on the minerals. Lower adrenal levels, you pee out those minerals. And then of course on the other side here is going to be our stress hormones. And our stress hormones are cortisol. So cortisol helps with blood sugar, with energy, and also a lot of our stress and inflammation. So female, male, mineral corticoids, and stress hormones. So hope that helps there. So when we look at brain health, we know cholesterol is a really important building block, okay? Now, one study here, looking at NIH metadata, this is an autism study, they actually found that cholesterol less than 160 actually increased the death rate 10 to 20%. So you had 10 to 20% higher rate of dying with lower cholesterol. Number two, there was increased depression, anxiety, bipolar, cancer, Parkinson's, violent behavior, etc. So this is really important because mood issues can happen with low cholesterol. Now, a lot of people that may have high cholesterol, they may be put on medications that lower their cholesterol, like statins, that may increase their risk for some of these symptoms because cholesterol is being pushed too low. So think of cholesterol as like a building block. It's like a Band-Aid. If cholesterol goes too high, why is it going high? Is it going high because of inflammation? Is it going high because of low thyroid hormone? Thyroid hormone is important at breaking down cholesterol. Is it going high because of other types of inflammatory stress in the body? Basically, inflammation is stimulated and your body lays down Band-Aids, i.e. cholesterol, and that can create artery blockage if inflammation in the cardiovascular area. So again, what's the root cause of why that cholesterol is being laid down? If you have to lay down 100 Band-Aids on your hand because of a cut, why, right? It's a chronic inflammatory response that's not getting solved. That's the reason why. So again, too low cholesterol increases mood issues, depression, anxiety, and guess what? In the real world, when we consume cholesterol, how is it typically consumed? It's almost always going to be with healthy animal protein, right? So like grass-fed meat or chicken thighs or maybe some fish, right? Maybe some other type of like bacon or pork, right? But we're going to be having healthy animal products are going to have proteins, fats, and then cholesterol will be combined with that. Egg yolks is a perfect example, right? We have the egg whites, which have the protein, and the yolks have a lot of the fat-soluble vitamins and cholesterol. So when we get protein, we typically get cholesterol together for the most part. I would say unless you're just purely eating butter, that'd be the only I think that'd be one of the only ways you could get cholesterol without getting protein. They're almost always intimately connected. So I would say that this increase in depression and anxiety and cancer and Parkinson's also probably has to do with healthy animal protein being there as well, because protein's the building block for all these neurotransmitters, Dopamine, serotonin, GABA. They help with, the reward centers of the brain. They help you calm down when you're stressed. They help you gear up, right, when you need more energy, right? Dopamine is a precursor to adrenaline. Adrenaline's that gear up, spidey sense kind of hormone, or neurotransmitter, I should say. So off the bat, we talked about it right here. I already drew it. See, I'm one step ahead of myself. I forget. Cholesterol can become sex hormones. So that's going to be female and male. Cholesterol can become bile salts. Oh, I didn't even mention that. So cholesterol is also going to be a precursor to bile salts. And bile salts help you break down fat. And some toxins can be in the bile salts too. So the liver then produces a whole bunch of bile. I think it's from the Kupffer cells, and those go right into the gallbladder. The gallbladder concentrates it, and then when you eat protein and fat, you get this stimulation of a hormone called cholecystokinin, CCK for short. That stimulates the gallbladder to contract. Out goes the bile. That helps break down fats. And there's obviously going to be some protein that's broken down from the pancreas, producing out proteolytic enzymes too, and that's going to help break down the building blocks. It's going to help break down the cholesterol. So you have all these raw material building blocks to help build back the raw material of the brain. Also precursors for all of those neurotransmitters, dopamine, adrenaline, serotonin, GABA as well. And then again, stress hormones, like we mentioned, would be the S over here. I didn't even go into the aldosterone. Consider this a bonus round. The aldosterone we didn't even go over, and that's gonna really be all the minerals. And think about it, right? When you're stressed, you really need minerals. What's a calming mineral? Think of a calming mineral, right? Magnesium, really important. When you're stressed, you'll pee it out. It helps you relax. It's a natural beta blocker, so it relaxes the heart rate, allows you to chill out. Potassium is also really important, right? All of our cells, they work on a sodium-potassium pump, right? So we have sodium. Here's our cell. Get this cleaned up here. Here's our cell. Maybe we have potassium on the inside. And we have this constant exchange between sodium and potassium with the cells, so the cells can work and function. That's called our sodium-potassium pump. So really important, right? Minerals, very important, and you will pee them out. When you have more stress, you pee out more of those minerals, and guess how your cells communicate? The sodium-potassium pump ability will go down, which means there's gonna be less ability for you to function at your optimal. So again, protein and cholesterol, building blocks for neurotransmitters. They tend to be packaged together. Fat-soluble vitamins and brain health, right? Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. These are all fat-soluble vitamins, plus our brain's like 70% fat and cholesterol. So I think I hit all the major points there. So click down below to subscribe, hit that bell so you can get more great info. And if you feel like you have mood issues or depression or fatigue issues and something's not right neurologically, click below, schedule a consult with myself or my associates so we can help get you better, figure out the root cause of why you're feeling the way you're feeling, come up with a plan that makes sense, that helps get to the root cause so you can start healing getting better. Thanks a lot. This is Dr. J here. Subscribe to my newsletter as well, and we will chat real soon. Have a phenomenal day.